Hey, this is Chris from Rekkid Talk with another episode of 5 Records, 5 Minutes. Year is 1983. That was 40 years ago. So we all cry, oh, we're so old. We are so old. We were in high school so long ago. All right, so I'm going to show you 5 records from 1983. And the way I chose it is this completely off the wall way I came up with. Starts with a letter that is a high value letter in Scrabble. So Q is worth 10 points. Let's show a Q record. Can't show Queen. Nobody cared about Queen in the United States in 1983. Certainly not teenage me. Um, but what I did care about when I was 13, 14 years old was Quiet Riot, everybody's favorite Slade cover band with Come On Feel the Noise. I had Metal Health on cassette at some point. That cassette is gone. I've never felt the need to get that album back in my collection. I did run across the single at some point, and I said, sure, I can own one 7-inch record by Quiet Riot. So there it is. Come On, Feel the Noise. Um, Bang Your Head. Metal Health Will Drive You Mad. Those good Slade cover songs. So, of course, if you're playing the Q, you usually need the U as well, even though I know U's only worth 1 point. And, of course, we have U2, the band. They put out the album War in 1983. I know I've shown this album before. Oh, look at, they're so young. They're standing in the snow. Sunday Bloody Sunday and The Refugee and New Year's Day. And so during the 1980s and probably most of the 1990s, I would have told you this is my favorite U2 album. At some point in my life, my favorite U2 album became the one from 1984, The Unforgettable Fire, but War is still a pretty good album. What else is worth a lot of points in Scrabble? The Z, the Z. Z's worth 10 points. Let's talk about ZZ. ZZ Top. Of course, you would need the Z and the space in order to play ZZ Top in Scrabble. So this is that Eliminator album. This was pretty much unavoidable if you were around back in the day. Legs, Give Me All Your Lovin', Sharp Dressed Man, all the videos, the car, the keychains, all the shtick that ZZ Top got into. And this is one I like to brag about, so this is kind of getting back to the recent Richard McCook final questions. Do you talk about the price of your records? Well, I do if I got it for a deal. I bought ZZ Top Eliminator for $1. Now, this was one of my rare, cheap, classic rock record scores thrifting from like a year or two ago. It made some video I made a while back. And now I'm showing it again. What else do we have that are high letters? Well, of course, there's the J. The J is worth 8 points. So I'm going to show the Greg Kihn band. I know Kihn begins with the letter K, not the letter J. The K isn't worth as many points, but the song is called Jeopardy. I like this single because it's on the Berserkly label, and it's got the cool Berserkly Company sleeve. Jeopardy was a pretty cool song, and of course, there was the Weird Al Yankovic version where they lost on Jeopardy that had the really cool video, and then last we're gonna do the letter X. Letter X is also worth 8 points. Now the band X from Los Angeles had an album in 1983, but it happens to be an X album that I don't own, so I'm going to use the band OXO, OXO, because they have an X in their band's name. So this is this song called Whirly Girl. So this was I saw this on American Bandstand, sort of a dancey poppy song. They were pretty much a one-hit wonder, and Whirly Girl wasn't even that big of a hit. It's the kind of thing you would see on like TK's channel, the Obscuria stuff where he shows like the sort of obscure pop singles. And so there you go, 5 records, 5 minutes, 1983, weird Scrabble letters.